Hey guys, I've got some great news. I got into Stanford Bloodthirsty. Look at that. Woo! So yeah, that's the big news of the week. Uh, I was notified in a crazy manner. They do things called rollouts in college, uh, or at least at Stanford and some other colleges I've heard of, where basically they go out and round up all the people who were members of uh, a group or club or whatever, and at like very early in the morning, like usually like 6 o'clock, and then bang on the doors of all the new people and take them out of bed and take them somewhere and feed them breakfast or alcohol or both. Uh, and so anyway, that happened, but the frisbee team's kind of crazy, and so they did it not at 6 in the morning, but at like 3:30 in the morning. So I had like gone to bed at probably 1:30 the previous night, so I got about 2 hours of sleep, and then all of the bloodthirsty guys showed up, and they were all shirtless, and they all had nicknames written on their chests in lipstick, and they banged on the door until I opened it, and then they wrote my nickname upon my chest in lipstick, and my nickname was Money Shot, which I think was probably one of the best nicknames that people got. So, cool. Then we ran around the streets of campus shirtless for a while and picked up the rest of the people, uh, who there were only a few, and we went to a parking garage that was like way on the other side of campus. And they told all the rookies to stay at the bottom and not to talk to each other. And then picked us, they brought us up to the top of the parking garage one by one, and there was like a fire, like a little campfire thing, and we all swore a pledge, and then joined the group, and drank fake goat's blood because it's Stanford bloodthirsty. So, yeah, that was a pretty crazy night. We got back. Javier, who's another guy in the dorm, also made it, um, and we got back at like 5:30 in the morning. So there was not very much sleeping that night. Also, I've got a visitor. Look at look look at that. Look, that's a Serafuth. She's in California, not in Oregon. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, she flew down here. She's here for the weekend. Woo! She got here late last night. There was a bit of a mix-up. Her flight got down on time, but the shuttle that was supposed to take her to Stanford uh, did not pick her up at the proper time, and so she got in very late. But she's here now, and she will be here until Sunday when she flies back. Also, big news this weekend. It's big game week and week. Well, it's the week and on the weekend. But anyway, the big game is where Stanford plays Cal. Uh, Cal is UC Berkeley, which is like their big rival. Um, and it's a very big deal, and everybody's very excited. And the dorms are kind of empty now because everyone's going to the game. Uh, but I'm not going to the game because I have a Sarah here, and I would rather spend time not watching football games with her. So we get the whole dorms for herself, pretty much, because everybody's up at Cal. In other news, uh, Ultimate Nationals is next Wednesday and Thursday, I believe. So I think it's like $5 to stream it, which is pretty good deal because it's a pretty cool time. So you guys are probably very busy. By the way, Bryce, congrats on districts or making it 2 districts with your team. Um, so nationals next weekend. I mean next Wednesday, which you guys should watch. Revolver, which you guys may or may not know, is the San Francisco team. And there's actually a few people on Bloodthirsty who are also on Revolver, and our coach is also on Revolver. So they're a team to look out for. They have a good shot at winning. I think they're seeded second to Ironside, which is the team from Boston. And then also Sockeye is doing quite well this year. However, Matt Rader in last weekend at regionals was going for a layout greatest and landed on his shoulder and broke his arm. So he's out of the running, which is too bad for Sockeye because he's like one of their main deep offensive cutters. So anyway, it'll be interesting to see. You guys can watch it or look at the results afterwards. I'm eagerly anticipating that. Also, I realize that today is not Thursday. I'm sorry about that. But it was kind of a busy week, what with getting rolled out and ultimateness and everything like that. So, anyway, sorry. I made today's video extra long, so hopefully that will make up for any hurt feelings you guys had. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will hear from you tomorrow, because tomorrow is Saturday, and then on also Sunday. Those words were not in the right order. Anyway, I love you guys. Bye.